What is going on, viewers? It is Founder Anime here, so welcome back to the channel, or welcome if you're new. So, without any waste of time, let's just start the video right off at Monza. Let's see what kind of death and carnage awaits us around turn 1. On the brakes, nicely, up the inside of the Porsche. That was a very clean move. And surprisingly, we didn't get rammed off or killed at turn 1 around Monza. Well, that was the first time that's ever happened to me. Well, and it's about as clean as it could get around Monza, and at the end, as you've seen, I won the race easily. But now, you might be wondering what the hell is going on in this picture. Well, I gotta tell you, I've got rammed off the circuit, well, as you can see, and on the right hand side, look at the blue noble, just ramming that poor guy into the wall for no real reason. And now, scanning ahead, the white noble just, oh my god, just spawned the V8 supercar round for no real reason again. But this is Noob City, anything can happen. Now, onto this chicane. People love to cut this chicane and also love to ram you off the chicane. I mean, why not? So now, the recovery game is on. If you've watched any of my videos, you know that if I get rammed, I will be trying my best to catch that guy, to either just overtake him or maybe take him out. We're gonna find out though. And now, onto the into the one of the many chicanes around this circuit. 3 people off the circuit. The Ford GT cuts the chicane, and as the result, he takes too much curb, and then he just spun himself around. Kind of just implemented a roadblock for the Porsche behind him. And now into this another chicane. I don't know what to call it. 3 people off the circuit, probably ramming each other off. The Porsche rejoins at 90 degrees, goes straight off the circuit again. Well, that's just typical. 90-degree rejoin off the circuit again. I mean, why would you even bother, keeping it on the track? And now, scanning up ahead again, that blue noble, oh my Jesus, holy, that was like the only time that I've ever seen someone extend that corner, because I haven't tried it yet, but I don't think you can gain any time from extending that one, but he was just extending on every possible chance. And the noble ahead, he just literally smashes into the apex and hit the wall. He goes off the circuit. And now, coming out of the first corner to round out the first lap at 9th, well, this is not going well at all, but the recovery game is on. The guy that rammed me off is in front of me, extending that first corner by about 10,000 meters. Well, it's typical. I was expecting that. This is Noob City again, as I said. Anything can happen. And now, going towards this second, the first chicane on the circuit. He cuts the chicane again, and looking forward, he rammed the Ferrari BBLM into the wall. Well, I did not. He was just, that was his logic. He was just going for every possible target. If he saw anyone like in front of him or next to him, he would just go ram him. Even in a straight line, he tried to ram the Porsche. Why? Just keep it in a straight line. At least if you want to ram someone, just wait until like you get into a big braking zone or a turn or a corner. Now into this chicane, he cuts the chicane again. Well, I knew it, but before the chicane, I was looking behind. He was not quite close enough to go for the ram, but this time he is into the next chicane. He is close enough to go for the ram, and the braking zone is big enough. But I've anticipated it. I know what's coming, and off you go, mate. There we go. That was just how to deal with the rammer 101, textbook stuff. Just look at that. That was so beautiful. We gotta analyze that in slow motion. You can't just let go of it. Okay, I pretend that I don't know he's coming, turn again, and then at the last moment I turn out with 0 contact or collision. That was probably the best rammer avoidance I've ever had. That was so clean. I turned out at the final moment. If I had turned out 1 millisecond later, he might have caught me there, but well, I did it at the exact time I needed to, so he didn't get me. That's how you deal with the rammer. But first, you gotta detect the rammer. I affirm. Let me think about it. Yeah, it was the second corner where I noticed this guy is a big rammer. So you know, whenever he was behind, I knew that if he's behind me or he's like next to me, he's gonna attempt to like ram me off or push me, and he's gonna cut every corner. So he can just catch you before you know it, because he's cutting. You're like going through a tight chicane, but he just cuts it. He gains 2 seconds of that. But that right there, that just showed you how to deal with the rammer. That's how you do it. And you know, but don't judge too quickly. If someone just goes into the back of you at turn 1, they might have just misjudged their braking point. So you know, wait. You know, don't just go for revenge after you get like pushed once. Just, you know, wait like a few more corners and see if they're actually rammers. And now into this corner, this is another clip. You know, I made a big mistake of not looking behind, and it cost me like that. That guy just rammed me off, and the race was pretty much finished there. And now another clip. The guy in front of me is not a rammer, but he's just an absolute moron. You see, I'm gaining so quickly, but then he just decides to turn across and, you know, block me, maybe ram me off just to not let me get third place. But well, he miserably failed. He just, you know, succeeded in killing himself, and I go through to claim my third position. And now the next clip here, behind another wiper, and Jesus, what was that? We gotta look at it again. Just, oh my god, that was hands down, that was probably one of the best rams I've ever seen. Looking at it at slow-mo again, he just came out of nowhere. You know, no one is expecting you to cut across the grass in Daytona to ram someone off. That was probably one of the best rounds I've ever seen. But now, into the final clip. You guys are gonna love this clip. There's so many memes and revenge at the end of this clip. As you've seen, these two guys have gone off the circuit, and that's not normal. They've probably had some sort of an incident with each other. And when you're surrounded by noobs, like I am here, you know, you become a noob. So that's why you see I'm extending that corner here. And but check the Lotus out. How about that? That move was so good. That was just very nice. But as he tried to rejoin, he tried to sideswipe me. So this is where I joined the FMPD, which stands for Forza Motorsport Police Department. And I've had enough of this shit. I'm not having any of this. I'm not having any more rams or, you know, corner cutting. And he pushes the Porsche into wall. So, you know, I have to bring justice to this guy and take him out for the whole thing.